Good evening, brothers and sisters. This video is intended for a couple people that I have in mind. There's a few brothers and a few sisters I've been DMing and messaging back and forth, talking about just struggles that we're going through, trials and tribulations, and the fact that life isn't fair, and that oftentimes carrying our cross is painful. And it's difficult. So I pray that those who watch this video, I want you to understand, I'm not making fun of you. I'm not insulting you. I'm not condemning you. I'm not pointing my finger saying, hey, look at you. You're doing this wrong. Rather, it's because I love you so much that I can't ignore what's going on and I can't stay silent. So please, my dear brothers and my dear sisters, just know this video, a lot of it comes from just this place of love, that I truly love you like a brother in Christ, that I feel for you. And I hate watching you suffer. I hate seeing you in pain, mentally or physically. So, brothers and sisters, what's been on my mind has to do with struggle, pain, suffering, and that we have two choices when we're suffering, whether it has to do with alcoholism, addiction, cocaine, meth, heroin, pornography, when it comes to struggling with your mental health, if you have bipolar disorder or depression or anxiety or schizophrenia, PTSD, whatever suffering that you're experiencing, that there are two choices. The first choice is that you do nothing. The first choice is that you just continue suffering and you don't change your behavior. You don't change the coping skills you're using or that you should use. You don't change how you handle the situation. Rather, you have chosen to just continue to suffer and continue doing the things that really are hurting you. So I've met so many alcoholics, so many addicts who they describe when they're at their worst that, they just have drink after drink after drink, and they're trying to escape the pain. They're trying to run away from their problems. And so what they do is they choose to continue sinning. They choose to continue doing the very thing that God says you probably shouldn't do. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your spirit. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your mind. And so the first option that we have when we're suffering is we continue down that path and we don't change our behavior. We don't try to stop. We don't try to do something different. We don't seek help from God. We don't go to Christ with our problem and say, Jesus, please, I'm suffering. I need you here with me. Please guide me. And brothers and sisters, I've been there before. I'm telling you, I'm an addict in recovery. I know what it's like to relapse. I know what it's like to think, I can't be saved. I can't be redeemed. My life is shit already. My life sucks already. So I'm just going to continue drinking, continue smoking, continue getting high. I'm going to continue sleeping with, men and women. I'm going to continue to be promiscuous. I'm going to continue suffering because, well, I've grown accustomed to suffering. I've gotten used to the fact that this behavior, it's second nature to me now, to where I just do it because it's easier for me to continue these behaviors than to change or to do something different. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, if you're struggling if you're an alcoholic, if you're an addict, even this can also be the same when it comes to relationships, and you find yourself in toxic relationship after toxic relationship after toxic relationship. You find yourself in situations where you really are putting your body and mind and heart in harm's way. That you're self-destructing over and over and over and over. Self-harm, suicidal thoughts. I've been there. I've done exactly what you're doing, to where it's easier for me to continue drinking. It's easier for me to continue getting high. It's easier for me just to continue with this irresponsible behavior. It's easier for me to continue rebelling against God. It's easier for me to continue sinning rather than holding myself accountable and responsible for my choices. Brothers and sisters, the second choice, the second option that you have, this is not an easy choice. Like we've been talking about, you can either continue drinking, getting drunk, getting high, continue sleeping with people, continue your behavior, continue suffering. You can make that choice. Or what you can do is hold yourself accountable and responsible for your suffering. That you admit and you're honest and you say, you know what? I'm choosing to drink. I'm choosing to have this beer. I'm choosing to have this shot. I'm choosing to go out to the bar. I'm choosing to smoke. I'm choosing to get high. I'm choosing to smoke weed. I'm choosing to shoot up. I'm choosing to use this needle. The first step is admitting, I'm choosing these things. I'm the one at fault. No one's making me do these things. No, this is me, and I'm making the choice. I'm responsible for my suffering. That's the first step when it comes to this choice. The second step, after holding yourself responsible, is changing your behavior and doing the very thing that scares the shit out of you, which is going to an AA meeting, going to a recovery meeting, getting a sponsor, doing the 12 steps, of surrounding yourself with people who also believe sobriety is important. That you surround yourself with people who are running after Christ instead of chasing the desires and temptations of this world. Truly. That you have to make a choice. You have to choose that instead of going to drink at the bar, instead of having this 12-pack of beer, you know what? I'm going to go to a meeting. I'm going to surround myself with other people who take sobriety as important. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to go to Bible study. I'm going to surround myself with people who take faith seriously. I'm going to surround myself with people who Christ is at the center of everything they do. You have to make that choice to surround yourself with those kind of people. And the thing is, this choice is very difficult to do, because you have to hold yourself accountable, but it requires action and effort. And the action and effort is what a lot of people don't want to put in. You know, it's easy for us to record a video and put it online. You know, it's easy for me to talk about my addiction, my schizophrenia, my trauma. It's easy for me to make a video and talk about the fact that my dad molested me when I was a kid. It's easy for me to talk about the trauma in my life, the scars, the pain, the suffering. But what's difficult is reflecting upon that trauma, reflecting upon that suffering, and then after reflecting upon the suffering, turning to God and saying, I want to do something different. I want to be different. And the way for that to happen is I have to put in effort and energy to following Christ instead of enjoying the short, very quick temptations and highs this world has to offer. So I had this message in my mind this evening. I know it's for someone. I know it's for a couple people at least who I've been messaging and talking back and forth with. So I pray that this video is helpful. Because brothers and sisters, it's not enough just to say I believe. It's not enough just to say I'm Christian. Rather, to be a child of God, part of being a child of God is understanding that it takes work, it takes effort, and it takes action. That you are someone whose actions reflect their speech, their talk. If you talk about being redeemed, if you talk about being saved, if you talk about loving Jesus, your actions should show that as well. In the way you treat people, how you treat yourself, when you take responsibility and accountability for the things you do, that you don't blame God, you don't blame Jesus, you don't blame your mom, you don't blame your dad, you don't blame your partner, your wife, husband, ex-wife, ex-husband, you don't blame your exes. No, it's your fault because you're the one that made that choice. So take accountability and then change your behavior. So this advice is for me too. I can learn from my own advice that part of faith, part of being a follower of Christ, part of being a servant, part of being a child of God is our actions need to reflect the love that we claim to have for Jesus. So thank you guys for listening. God bless you and have a wonderful night. This is probably the last video that I'm going to do for tonight. So I love you guys so much. God bless. Peace.